Yeah, I have a really clear recruitment process. So the first round interview, I always do top grading, where I go through people's CVs and I ask them about kind of biggest successes, why they changed jobs, what were mistakes they've made in roles. It's really important to find people who are honest about the mistakes that they've made, as well as their strengths. So I always do that as a first round. Then we always do a task stage for a second round, which is really good because you want to judge that people can, it's really important that people convey themselves well in the first interview, but it's also really, really important to see that they can actually do the job, right? So it's skills based, and we want to make sure that when they come in, they're going to be able to pick up what they're doing very quickly. And the third round's always with our founder, and I think having worked in founder-led organisations, always really important that they buy into the people that are coming on board to their company as it scales, because you're scaling that culture, right? So you're going from what was once one man setting up his own business, or one woman, and that's scaling, right? And they want to keep the brand close to their hearts. It's really important that they get a part in the process. But yeah, they've come from different routes. So some people I've worked with before, some people have been recommended, some people have just applied via the website. So we get a lot of people applying via the website, which is really great. And we also want to make it a very fair process. So it's great to use your own personal network, but make sure that you're running a fair recruitment process. So sometimes work with recruitment agencies, or we'll be sourcing directly on LinkedIn as well, messaging people. Yeah, it's kind of structured in terms of brand and direct response. So that's the most logical way to structure a team in my eyes, especially as I structure my budgets like that. And I wanted to make sure that we had a mix of people with different experience. So I wanted head of PR and content. I think that's such a crucial role in your first scaling as a business. The organic PR that you can get, and the earned media that they can get you is so invaluable at that stage. So I hired Bill. He's come from Movember, a big charity, and he's set up his own agencies as well. So he's got a real mix of experience. And then I hired Sophie, who's come from media agencies. She heads up our direct response and product marketing. So she was running campaigns for Google right across Europe, and she's incredibly talented and really understands how to iterate campaigns and optimize different creatives, optimize different channels for highest effect. So I think once I had those two positions in place, could then enable them to go out and hire their teams and find people who are going to complement their personalities, their skill sets, but they're both very deep subject matter experts, whereas I've always been fairly broad in terms of corporate comms, brand, direct response experience. So I think those are the two kind of first critical hires, and then we've hired people to support them and enable them to grow as well.